Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Siti Fakia binti Marhi. My metric number is B112310117. Today, I will discuss the question 2 regarding the compliance of the registered competent electrical wireman with the Electricity Regulation 1994. In this scenario, a registered competent electrical wireman carry out the switchboard wiring work using the exposed bare conductor at the same time to supervise another electrical worker who is not competent while working on the distribution board. The main issue here is whether the wireman complies with the Electricity Regulation 1994 and whether the work is carried out according to the required safety standard. First, let us understand the risk associated with the exposed bare conductor. A bare conductor refers to an electrical conductor that does not have any insulation or the protective covering. When the conductor are left exposed, worker can accidentally come into direct contact with the live electrical part. This can result in the electricity short, burn, or flash accident, equipment damage, or even fatality. Therefore, electrical insulation must always be designed and insulated in the way that prevent accidental contact with the live conductor. According to the Electricity Regulation 1994, Regulations 15, Roman 2, a conductor shall be insulated and effectively protect or so placed at and the safeguard in the such a manner as to prevent danger. However, in this case, the wireman used exposed by the conductor without proper insulations of protections. This clearly violates the requirement of Regulations 50 Roman 2. In addition, Regulation 19 related to the switchboard state the conductor must be arranged or protected to prevent danger and accidental contacts. This means the conductor inside a switchboard should be properly insulated, enclosed, or protected using the suitable barrier and cover. The purpose of this requirement is to ensure the safety of workers who operate, inspect, or maintain the electrical installations. In these given situations, the wireman installed is exposed by conductor without adequate protections. As a result, there is a high possibility that worker may accidentally touch the conductor during operations or maintenance activity. Therefore, this action does not fully comply with the safety requirements specified in the Electricity Regulation 1994. Next, let's discuss the importance of the safety procedure with the working on switchboard. A switchboard is the one of the most critical component in electrical installation because it distributes electrical power to different circuits. Since it carries the electrical energy and any mistake during installation or maintenance can cause serious accident. Before carry out any work on a switchboard, proper safety procedure must be followed. This procedure includes isolating the power supply, ensuring that the equipment is de-energized and verify that no dangerous voltage is present before work begins. And this requirement is supported by Regulation 20 of the Electricity Regulation 1994, which state that before any work is carried out on a switchboard, the system must be maintained and properly aired to ensure safety. These measures are important because they are reduce the risk of the electrical short and they protect workers from the electrical hazard. Failure to follow this procedure may expose workers to unnecessary danger and increase the likelihood of the workplace accident. From a safety perspective, the actions of the wireman can create the several hazards. Firstly, expose the conductor increase the risk of the direct contact with the live electrical pipe. Secondly, they may cause the short circuit if the conductive object accidentally touch the conductor. Thirdly, they can let electrical fire which may damage equipment and endanger human life. Lastly, unsafe electrical practice can affect the reliability and performance of the entire electrical installation. As electrical professionals, safety should be always be the higher priority because one small mistake can result in the severe consequence. In conclusions, based on the first issue, the wireman does not fully comply with the Electricity Regulation 1994 because he used exposed wire conductor in the switchboard insulation. Electrical conductors should always be properly insulated or protected to prevent accidental contacts and ensure the safety of workers and the public. That's all.
So now I will explain the second issue in this case, which involves the supervision of an incompetent worker. According to Regulation 19.4 of the Electricity Regulation 1994, only a competent person is allowed to work on a switchboard. If a worker is not competent, he or she can only perform electrical work under the immediate supervision of a registered competent person. This requirement is important because electrical switchboard contain live electrical component that can cause serious injury or even death if handled incorrectly. If the competent wireman allow the worker to work alone without close supervision, this will be considered a violation of Regulation 19.4. Therefore, the competent wireman has a legal responsibility to ensure that all electrical work is carried out safely and under proper supervision. Next, let's look at the legal implication. The Electricity Regulation 1994 are mandatory regulation that every registered competent person must follow. Failure to comply with this regulation may result in legal consequences such as penalties, suspension of work, and disciplinary action by the Energy Commission. Besides that, if an accident occurs due to negligence, the competent person may also be held legally responsible for injuries, property damage, or loss of life. Therefore, complying with the regulation is not only a professional responsibility but also a legal obligation. Apart from legal compliance, good working culture is equally important in the electrical industry. A professional wireman should always follow the Standard Operating Procedure or SOP when carrying out electrical work. Safety must always be the highest priority. The competent person should also provide proper supervision to junior workers and ensure that everyone understands the correct safety procedure. Continuous learning and regular safety training are also essential because electrical technologies and safety standards continue to improve. By developing a positive safety culture, workplace accident can be significantly reduced. Compliance with the electricity regulation also benefits society as a whole. Firstly, it protects workers and members of the public from electrical hazard. Secondly, safe electrical installation reduces the risk of the electrical fires, equipment failures, and property damage. When electrical work is complete according to the regulation, consumer receive a safe and reliable electrical supply. As a result, public confidence in electrical service increase and society benefit from a safer environment. So in conclusion, the registered wireman does not fully comply with the Electricity Regulation 1994. Although he is a competent person, using exposed conductor and allowing an incompetent worker to perform electrical work without proper supervision creates serious safety and legal issue. The correct action are to ensure that all conductors are properly protected, isolated, the switchboard before any work begins, and provide immediate supervision whenever an incompetent worker is involved. By complying with the regulation, we can improve workplace safety, protect the public, and promote a professional working culture in the electrical industry. So that's all from me. Thank you.